Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that might seem a bit dry at first glance, but trust me, it's packed with insights and surprises. We're talking about SEC schools ranked by SAT scores. Now, you might be thinking, why does this matter? Well, personally, I think it's a fascinating lens to look at how academic performance aligns with college rankings and what it says about the broader trends in higher education. So, let's get started. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. The SAT. Love it or hate it, it's been a cornerstone of college admissions in the U.S. since 1926. It's like the Coke of standardized tests, with the ACT being the Pepsi. But what makes this really interesting is how SAT scores correlate, or sometimes don't, with a school's U.S. News and World Report ranking. You'd think they'd always align, right? Well, not exactly. Take Vanderbilt University, for example. It's the top-ranked SEC school in both SAT scores and academic rankings. No surprises there. But here's where it gets intriguing. The University of Texas at Austin sits right behind Vanderbilt in both measures. What many people don't realize is that UT Austin is actually the top public university in Texas in these categories, just behind Rice University, which is private. This raises a deeper question. How much does being public versus private influence these rankings? Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. When you compare SAT scores to academic rankings, you start to see some anomalies. For instance, the University of Missouri and the University of Tennessee both have higher SAT scores than their academic rankings might suggest. In my opinion, this could indicate that these schools are attracting high-achieving students but may not be providing the same level of academic resources or outcomes as their peers. Or it could be a reflection of how SAT scores are just one piece of the puzzle. One thing that immediately stands out is the range of SAT scores across the SEC. Vanderbilt's average SAT range is 1,500 to 1,570, while the University of Mississippi is 1,000 to 1,200. That's a massive difference. But here's the kicker. The University of Mississippi's academic ranking isn't as low as you might expect. It's tied for 12th in the SEC, which is higher than its SAT ranking. This suggests that factors like graduation rates, faculty resources, and alumni giving play a huge role in these rankings. From my perspective, this highlights a broader trend in higher education. The SAT is just one metric, and it doesn't tell the whole story. Schools like the University of Georgia and the University of Florida have high SAT scores and strong academic rankings. But they also have impressive four-year graduation rates, 76% and 83%, respectively. This implies that these schools are not only attracting top students but also supporting them effectively through graduation. A detail I find fascinating is the tuition costs. Vanderbilt, being private, has a staggering tuition of over $71,000. Meanwhile, the University of Florida offers in-state tuition for just $6,381. If you take a step back and think about it, this raises questions about accessibility and the value of a degree from different institutions. Are students getting a better education at Vanderbilt because it's more expensive? Or is the University of Florida providing an equally valuable experience at a fraction of the cost? What this really suggests is that the relationship between SAT scores, academic rankings, and tuition costs is complex. It's not just about how smart the students are. It's about how well the institution supports them, how accessible it is, and what outcomes it delivers. Personally, I think this is a conversation we need to have more often in the education space. So what's the takeaway here? Well, for one, don't judge a school solely by its SAT scores. They're important, but they're just one piece of the puzzle. Secondly, the SEC schools offer a wide range of opportunities, from the elite private institutions like Vanderbilt to the more accessible public universities like the University of Florida. Each has its strengths and weaknesses, and understanding these nuances can help students and parents make more informed decisions. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the relationship between SAT scores and academic rankings? Do you think one is more important than the other? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.